Hi, I'm Zoe Alker. I was the writer-director of Bird Brain, which we made as part of Film School 2012. Film school for me was a really great experience. It gave me the confidence to know how to work as part of a production team, and to be able to be down at Dogbite working in like a professional studio was great. We all got to take on job roles that we hadn't done before, and we got given the confidence that we could do it again, so it was great. Since Cornwall College I've gone to uni in Bristol studying filmmaking. I've started a production company and we've made some short films and some music videos and things like that, and I'm just about to go into production on my first feature film.
Hi, my name is Tobias Rossi. I did film school in 2007 and we did Simon Says, which is probably the best out of all the films that they've done so far. My role within the film was gaffer, and I just saw a real insight, I suppose, into how the film industry works, all the different kind of attributes and everything that kind of makes up a film set. And it's really inspired me to kind of go on and teach other students about the film industry, as I'm teaching film and photography now at Cornwall College.
So I done film school in 2011, and it was an eye-opening experience for me. It gave me the opportunity to see how a film set would run and like what job roles there were available to do on the film set. And since then, I've freelanced for many companies throughout the UK, including Dogbite, on huge projects, national TV commercials, music videos, and just other incredible projects. And without film school, I probably wouldn't have been able to do these, because I wouldn't have had the eye-opening experience that film school gave me.
I'm Tash. I did film school in 2010. I took on the role of director. Film school is really good because it's a hands-on experience and it's super intense and gives you a really good idea of what it's going to be like in the film industry. Film school was really good for me because it got me excited about film. From there on I went to university to study film, and then I ended up here, and I'm now the marketing business development manager at Engine House.
Hi, my name's Scott Haley. I did film school in 2007, where I was actually the lead actor for the film we made, which was Simon Says. Overall, it was a fantastic 2 weeks. It taught me many things about the film industry, such as working to tight deadlines, working in teams, which gave me help for what I went on to do later in life. After I finished university, I qualified to be a journalist, which is where I'm now working part-time for the West Britain. I've also done some work for the BBC Sport. I was Cornwall's candidate for the BBC Kick-Off scheme last year in 2014, which helped me to work with BBC Cornwall for 6 weeks last summer. And as well as that, my journalism work, I've also done a bit of film work since as well. I was actually an extra in World War Z, which was a film out in 2011. It starred Brad Pitt and myself, may I say. I was an extra, and I think without film school, without learning the ropes of film sets and the film industry, I would have definitely gone into that one with a bit less knowledge. So I think film school at Cornwall College was definitely a great help for me in life.
I'm Jamie Coupland, and I was a DOP for 2013's film school Billy No Means. Film school was a really valuable experience for me because I had the opportunity to meet a load of industry professionals, and the knowledge I got from them gave me the opportunity to work on bigger professional shoots and actually earn some money. In the camera department, since then I've worked on the Eden Sessions, Moshi Monsters advert, a few short films and a feature film. I was the DOP for a Funeral for a Friend music video this year, and last year I had my biggest shoot, which was with a Hollywood crew working on a National Geographic 3D IMAX movie, and none of that would have been possible without film school.
So here we are, Film School 10, it's the day one. We just had a little test run of their pitches, some very interesting ideas developing. Hopefully they might be developed a little bit more by tomorrow morning before we pitch them in front of Brett. But yeah, but here we are again at the beginning of film school. Not quite sure what's going on or how we're going to get out of this one, but I'm sure it'll be fine in the end, hopefully.
I think film school is going to be interesting.
Great. We'll be alright.
Very, very interesting.
A team building activity.
Exciting.
An experience.
It'd be fab. Interesting new experience. Entertaining.
Good.
I think the interesting thing about film school over the 10 years is the sort of technology and the setup of it has developed, but actually at its core it sort of stays the same, which is brilliant because it's always about the ideas and whatever the young people bring to it. It's just the technology and the infrastructure that's changed around it. So when it started, My first film was Broken. That was 6 or 7 years ago, and that was when we used to do film school at Crowley and build a set in the back, and now we're sort of lucky enough to be in the Dog Bite studio in the doghouse. Big, loads more kit to sort of play with, but it's still always about the ideas. They always, year after year, seem to rise to the challenge. If you can't use that, that was a good quote. I'm not doing it again.
Okay, so we've come down to Dog Bite Film Studio, first day of film school, and at the minute we're learning about all the different roles that take place in the film studio. So we're ready for first day on Friday, shoot day.
Guess who's really important here? Director. Yeah. Director, all the director's key is thinking about what's inside this monitor.
This morning we did, we looked at like how a film set works, and we did like mock run-throughs of how you'd shoot a scene, and we also did our mock pictures, so we're going to do the real ones tomorrow morning.
And action.
My pitch idea is called Anonymous Predictions.
I'm going to have a group of girls bullying a stereotypical geeky schoolboy.
One day he goes to the shop and buys from a very creepy old man a DVD he's never seen or heard of.
A teenage girl starts arguing in a group chat with another girl.
It would be filmed in Falmouth because of the coastline.
Then the camera pulls out and there's a desolate area with propaganda posters, signs for rebellion.
There's a lot of dialogue and it's going to be a bit of comedy in between it.
So he decides to lock himself in a study. He goes home and he kind of envisions himself in these kind of music video sequences.
Like, he can go on dates, but he's like just really terrible at it, thinks he's never going to meet his perfect girl.
It's very dark, there's lightning outside. This is set in modern day, but the guy and girl are both wearing clothes from the 1960s.
They'll be getting ready for like a really secret mission.
Very loosely based off Romeo and Juliet.
Even though the years have changed, families will never forget.
Finally rebuilds up his sleep. It turns out she was actually a mannequin.
Oh! So what we've done now is we've pitched, as you've probably seen in the making of. So we're going to count the votes, and we're going to see who's won, and then that film will be the film that we make. Alright guys, so the votes are in, we've counted for our favourite film, and you guys have voted. This year's film school winner was Jordan. So well done, Jordan. Jordan, let's just stand up here a minute. And then we can all bundle Jordan. Yeah, we bundle him. Yeah.
My picture has been picked as a winning idea, and I feel amazing.
Okay, so we've been developing our story and like writing it and trying to get a rough idea to write our script for tomorrow. We started off with our idea, but it was quite a basic idea with a mannequin, but so far we've progressed it and it's now a janitor with a hoover. We've had quite a few different variations of the stories because first of all we thought it was just going to be a basic love story, and then it's slowly turned into a horror film now with lots of blood, so that should be quite good.
We've just heard back from the script team, we've asked some questions. We're now going into Falmouth to look for stickers, hoovers, so we can fill in like what costumes and props they need.
The plot started off with your idea of...
My original idea was a man, from lack of sleep, starts visualising weird thoughts and falls in love with a mannequin.
But now
it's changing for the better.
Yeah, into Henry Hoover falling in love with his owner, a janitor, and going on a psychotic, jealous rampage when the janitor buys a new, luxurious, curvy, skinny Hoover.
We've been out and about looking at the beach because I'm the location manager and Jude drove us there. We were looking at the beach for the beach thing, and we had to find a bench as well, which is in the park right next door, which is quite handy.
And I've been taking photos at the locations to put behind the scenes.
I'm just a driver.
Okay, so here we are, day 2, film school. As you can see, everyone's kind of beginning to move around, pick up some equipment, and learn by doing, really. Because I think the thing about film school is the great thing about it is that the students learn filmmaking skills by actually doing them. So on the first day, 2 days, there are very much lots of people walking around going, I don't know what I'm doing, but because they learn how to do it by doing it, it's a great project, and It's amazing how many students come out of university or colleges that I'm meeting and they actually don't know how to work on a film set because they physically haven't done it. They've spent a lot of time in classrooms or on test shoots, but actually getting out there and making the film is the best way of learning.
We've been assigned our roles today and I'm the boom operator.
Okay, I've been assigned the role grip, so that's basically helping the gaffer and all the camera assistants set up their equipment ready for the shoot.
I've been assigned the sound recordist role and I think it's quite good.
My role is the director of photography, and I've got to make sure the whole scene looks exactly like the director wants it.
I've been given the role of producer.
I've been assigned the role of casting.
I've been assigned the role of gaffer, which means I'll be setting up lighting on the set.
Yep, that just clicks in place again and that should be pretty safe.
Okay.
So what we're doing here is I'm showing the guys how to set up the camera that we're going to use to shoot the film, which is still being written. And it's going swimmingly.
Still, like, because of how it is, because obviously
Still working on the
main
script.
point, like, it's going to end on the crack, it's going to start on the crack, you just have him looking through.
We're just learning how to put the camera onto a tripod so we can all be organised.
So it's day 3 of film school. Yesterday we chose the pictures that we liked, started developing the script and everything. Today we're further developing the script and finalising it, then getting props and making sure we're all prepped and ready for tomorrow.
Today when we arrived we finalised our locations and we've nearly finished the script, and we're now writing up all of the scenes that we're going to be shooting tomorrow and the dream sequence that we're going to be shooting on Friday.
I am doing the shot list right now, and I just went through scene 9, which is the first shot we're going to be filming, and it's a 9 shot list, and each one's kind of abstract to the very end of the film.
Right, picture this.
Yeah.
Cupboard.
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
Half a face of Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Creeping in.
Creeping in.
Scary.
Tracker, sliding.
Yeah, tracker, yeah.
Lit, dark. Okay.
So, like, tell us, Becky.
Yeah.
Like, so you've been doing films for 10 years now?
8 years.
8 years now.
8 years. Right.
How's it helped your career?
Well. It's made me able to deal with stress.
We are trying to make the mouth of the Henry Hoover to make her look evil.
He's a dirty little boy. Even though he likes things clean, he's a dirty little boy. No, I have no thoughts on Henry.
Thank you very much. Bye. Secure the actor.
Well, I believe I'm about to start false acting to see how it looks, and I'm wearing overalls as a cape.
I'm testing costumes.
So we're almost got a completed script. The sort of idea is set, they're just toning up the script to make sure we've got everything we need. Guys have gone out to get props, and we're just going to block through some of the scenes for tomorrow when we start filming. We've got one issue that we've only got an actor for Friday, so we're going to have to body double a lot of the stuff tomorrow, so that's going to be quite a tricky thing and tough for our team to schedule, but that's filmmaking, so we'll see what happens.
Now we're blocking out our scene for scene 3, so we know exactly where the cameras and lights and everything are going for tomorrow.
We have Alice and we've got Maps, but so far that's about it.
At the minute I'm learning about being a first AD, or just a AD in general, assistant director. I've been looking through examples of call sheets and production schedules like professional level from the professional that works at the company, which is Jess, and it's really fun.
We're decorating the inside of the cupboard for the shoot tomorrow.
We are starting tomorrow, first thing with scene 9. There's a schedule on the wall. There's also going to be a schedule that we printed out and given to you all first thing tomorrow morning. The most important thing is you know that we're starting with scene 9, which is when Alex is going to be the new cleaner.
Being first AD, so currently trying to make sure everyone's in the right places, that Alex is in makeup, that he's going to be ready for the shoot when we start filming in a minute, and just making sure that everyone's got all their equipment ready. So I've just sent Harry off to like make sure all of his batteries are checked in the mic and it's all working, and so just trying to get all the checks done so it's ready to film, so we don't have any issues filming and it goes smoothly.
What's happening now?
Trying to get everyone to hurry up because everyone's 40 minutes behind, and there's so many people just stood around. It's kind of a little bit frustrating and no one really wants to listen to me. So I'm going to start shouting again in a minute probably. But yeah, I'm trying to sort out things as well on the camera for the set. But yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
So when students first pitch up to film school, and something that I noticed from the one that I worked on last year, is they tend to all turn up not really knowing what to expect, a bit like rabbits in headlights. But by the end of the project, they understand the process and they understand that the industry is not all that easy and it is hard work and that you've got to put long hours in. But also they get the pride in producing something that's of a high quality and also learning what it's like to work as a team and being creative on that level, which I think is the most important thing, and having fun as well, which is also great.
So we've run into problems today on our first shoot and we can't get our actor in for both days. So we're going to try and work around this by doing all our shots without the actor. Hopefully it'll work out when we merge it in editing.
We are setting up flags to put over the windows for the final shoot.
We're just waiting for the shot to come in to, like, actually I have no idea.
I was meant to be covering up a mark on Alex's head, but then he called me orange, so I'm doing his whole face now.
You're more of a Mandarin.
They are attempting to do the run through before they start filming it properly. So far it's going well.
Turn over.
Camera speed.
Wait, go I don't know. He just threw him at me.
I'm still storyboarding. I've done scene 2, scene 3, scene 9, scene 7, and scene 1, A and B today.
Okay, just finished scene 9, which should have been an hour, and we're about an hour and a half behind schedule, and I'm now changing from an actor into first assistant director, and I'm cacking my pants because I have no idea what to do. Sure, it'll be fine though.
We've just come out of a scene where we've been shooting Henry, finding out about the new Hoover, but now we've changed the expression on Henry and we're filming a close-up of his face as it shows his shots.
We're now getting ready to start doing some eye changeovers, so we're just cleaning off all the marker we're using to change his expression, drying it off for a nice solid kind of stick for the stickers because the eyes are all adhesive.
Alright, so we just stopped for lunch, which is good because Brian's camera got too hot in the cupboard, and so we've had to chill out on the balcony because he's overheated, so he's just enjoying the view.
Okay, so I've just arrived at the set at Dog Bite for their first shoot day. As expected, they've spent pretty much all of the budget. I think there's about £50 left out of £350. It looks like they've spent most of it on a Hoover and an actor. The bit that's slightly concerning me is there is no actor here. They've assured me that he's arriving tomorrow and they're actually shooting today with a body double, which also scares me because there's all sorts of issues for continuity to potentially go wrong, for the way the person moves, with their body language. But that's part of it, that's part of making a film. And if they learn from their mistakes, that's great. I just hope they don't make too many. So shoot day one's going well. We'll see where we are in about 2 or 3 hours.
Today we've been working as a team to create a Facebook page for our main character, Dirty Henry. Other part of the group's been doing the actual shoot days, so we've just been trying to make this as good as the actual film. Yeah.
We've made him a Facebook page and we've added a few photos already. He's got a profile picture. We're just going through making sure everything's pretty perfect before we send it to our friends to share.
We've been brainstorming a few ideas because obviously the film's about love. We've set Dirty Henry up a Tinder page. So if you find him on Tinder, please swipe like. He won't kill you this time.
My job is a photographer and it is to document what's happening each day. It's quite a lot of pressure because not only are my photos being shown at the premiere but also around college and for the pitch.
Okay, so it's the end of the first day of shooting As is always the way, we've had our mixture of successes and problems with various things, props either not being ready or not knowing how to produce them. As you can see, we've got our Henry here, he's got his little kind of murderous face on, and we've been doing extra expressions. I think overall we've done pretty well. I think we're on a full 20 slates, I think, today, which I think is pretty impressive. But we've got the actor in tomorrow, and that means everything has to be running first take, first time, full speed.
So that's the end of the first day. I think we pretty much got everything that was on the schedule, but we've got like one shot from most of the scenes, so we've got to get the rest of those scenes tomorrow, so there's a hell of a lot to do. So yeah, get an early night, I need to be in here, no one needs to be asking what we're doing next, you all need to know exactly what's doing next, so that when we get there, everything we need is there. Okay, so we just had day one, which was quite interesting. I think we've done really well, we've actually shot everything they needed to shoot. However, we haven't had our actor yet. We've just been playing with a plastic Hoover. So tomorrow we've got a real life actor coming in, which I think is going to be a complete new learning curve for everybody. And we'll see what happens then, really.
It's day 5, shoot day 2. Actors just turned up. Everything's really, really hectic on set, really, really stressful. And I'm basically trying to sort everyone out in what they're meant to be doing and telling people to hurry up, basically, because we haven't got much time. And yeah.
So we're just at the beginning of day 2 of the shooting, so our 5th day of film school, and we're about to get the second half of our 50% of our principal photography. So yeah, I've got no idea how today's going to go. We've got a new actor coming in. I'm going to sort of take a bit more of a back seat and let them run the show. So I've got no idea what's going to happen today. Hopefully we'll come out of it with enough footage to make something that we're going to show at the premiere, but yeah, fingers crossed.
Hello, my name is Stephen Kelly. I'm the actor for this strange film that I've just Dirty Henry film. Sounds a bit dodgy. I'm not sure what to expect. I've heard there might be a Hoover called Henry involved. That's about it really. I've got a phone call from a lady called Kirsty. She's the producer. She was very timid on the phone and told me her entire budget before she asked me what I wanted for my fees, which isn't the best way to go about things, but as I'm a kind person, I just took the price that she gave me. It looks very busy here on set, an awful lot of people. Everyone seems to know what they're doing so far. I've got my own lapdog called Dougal. He made me a lovely coffee this morning. Oh, I just spilled all over my costume. Don't tell anybody. Just doing your eyes, don't tell anyone about that, okay?
Looking after the actor today, making sure he's got everything he needs. As long as he's happy, he's going to give us a good performance.
Shoot day 2, we're 3 hours into the day. I'm starting to get concerned because we've only got the actor for today, and although students do an amazing job, they are very, very far behind already, and I don't think they've considered the time it's going to take to travel to our many locations outside of the studio and the setup and pack down time included. So I think we're going to get to a point possibly quite soon where they're going to have to look at the script and start looking at what they can cut, and hopefully in a way that won't affect the way the story is going to be told. So as usual, it's film school, we're running out of time, I'm stressed out, they're stressed out, but I'm sure we'll get there somehow.
So moving all the flats has just turned into chaos.
We've just finished filming scene 2. We're now blocking through scene 8, so we know exactly where the walls and camera and everything is going to go. We've just shown the actor, and now we're getting ready to shoot.
First positions. Quiet on set, please. Turn over.
Camera speed.
Mark in.
Scene 4, stage 26, take 1.
Action.
At the moment they're just trying to set up a scene for the death scene and trying to work out how we're going to be able to do it without kind of hurting our actor or anything, I think. At the minute obviously Connor's in as our body double, so just trying to make sure everything works for the take.
We're like on scene 8 or something. It's been really tough work. This student guys have really put me through my paces, and this is the neck break scene. So I think I'm going to use all my acting skills for this particular scene.
Yep, go for it.
Matt Warner, he's trying to change a plug. It's a new experience for him. How's it going, Matt?
Do you want to get this in the face?
We've got 21 minutes left with our actor, and we've still got 2 scenes left to shoot, so it's quite stressful. So I can't talk to you.
One of the things that I've noticed with Alex and Leah, who are doing the AD department, is they are often asked how they're doing, and sometimes they'll be like, yeah, we've got an hour, or we're an hour ahead. And one of the biggest things I can give, and I've given them advice now, is that you never tell people that they're ahead. You only ever say you're doing okay, and then if you're behind, then you tell everyone that you're behind. And the reason for that is that a crew will quite often become complacent if they think they've got a lot of time to do something.
So today I've been on props all day, making sure that for each scene they need that each prop is where it is. And it's been hard, but I think I've done a good job of it.
I've been doing sound for 2 days now. I've been listening to everything, making sure it's all right and that it's coming together well. Overall, I think it's become a lot better over the 2 days.
The storyboard took me a day and a half to draw, and right now they're doing what I drew, doing my storyboard.
Well, for most of yesterday and today, I've been body double directed by Jordan and Ross over there, and it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I feel a bit offended that they only want me for my body, but that can't be helped. It's a magnificent body.
Today I've been working with a professional actor, and it's been really great because I always wanted to be an actor, and it's nice to see what the next step up is. And yeah, here it is.
It's a great one.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Now leave me alone, Becky.
So what I've learnt about being on the clapper is that you have to be concentrated and quick and know what you're doing all the time. So, sorry, I gotta go.
So directing today was slightly easier than directing yesterday. I think that's because directing an animate object is slightly harder than directing an actual actor.
Guys, come a minute. Big round of applause for our talent, Steve.
Thanks. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. It's the end of the day. It's been a really good day. Interesting work by the students. It's amazing how many people got involved, sometimes with other people's jobs, but it's just because it got very tight towards the end and everyone wanted to get things done. And then some sort of people dropped off, the stronger characters come through. But it was really lovely. I mean, Alex's first AD's confidence is built throughout the day, and he seems to be now more giving very strict orders even to the professionals working here. And I had an assistant who's been asking me all day, can I do anything, which has been brilliant. And I mean, his job's quite relaxed and quiet, but he's always been thinking about it, which is wonderful. The lady on the props, I can't remember her name, but she's also been very keen and very on top of the ball, taking props off and when I finished with them. I think generally the team are working really nicely together. There's been some discussions, some heated discussions, but generally they've worked it out in the end, and they've worked out how to shorten the film because they were running out of time. And I think it's been a really good process. It's really nice to see such a family of students working so well together with slight bits of guidance. I bet it's a bit tender hooks for the lecturers because they have to kind of let them do what they want to do, and it's like, oh, that's not going to work. But they kind of let them get on with it. So yeah, that's been a brilliant experience altogether. Please, they asked me.
Okay, so this is end of the first week, so end of the second day of shooting. And we've shot about 60 odd slates, which is quite average really for a film set. So we kind of usually would shoot sort of 30, 40 slates a day. And I think everyone's pretty knackered now and really tired and worked really hard. But yeah, it was an interesting day because we had an actor in today who wasn't with us on Thursday, and Steve sort of came in and it changed the dynamic slightly of the room because they were really having to tell the actor exactly what they wanted because he didn't know anything about the script, or I don't think he actually had even seen a script. So yeah, it was. But the guys worked really well, and it was amazing because second day I can kind of really step back and let the guys just run the set and make it happen. So we went away and had lunch and came back and they were all set up and ready to go. So yeah, all we got to do now is piece it together and hopefully we've got a film.
It's now the second week of film school. Last week we finished principal photography. I know there's probably going to be some pickups we're going to kind of pick up. But now things get a little bit crazy as we start to produce kind of everything for the premiere event. This is going to mean a full kind of 30-page colour pitch pack. It's going to mean DVD boxes, it's going to mean film posters, buffets, event management, all sorts of other kind of stuff. So this week is really it's going to properly kick off in terms of being really busy and making sure the students don't lose the pace and focus they had in the first week as we go into the second week. The back of college, but they're not out of college, they're still on film school.
We were down at Dog Bite yesterday, editing the film, and we got a rough draft together, but unfortunately...
We found out that the storyline didn't make much sense, so we're going to have to go through and do a lot of pickups today.
But we haven't got our usual body double, so we're going to have to compromise and use Ross.
Yay.
Yeah. Good.
We're shooting with a body double today and the actor probably tomorrow. Everything's been said.
Harry, what are you doing?
Well, I'm working on the DBS page for the pitch pack, and I'm basically making them look good.
Okay.
I'm the events manager, so I've got to sort out all of the premiere and stuff today.
Good.
I'm producing the front cover for the pitch pack.
Perfect.
I'm working on cast and crew for the pitch pack.
Good.
I'm making sure the social media looks professional and helping Sophie.
Excellent.
I'm editing the photos for the premiere. I'm taking pictures of everyone today.
I'm working on the intro and history of film school for the pitch pack.
Good.
I'm working on a fake news story for the pitch pack.
Perfect.
I want you to get out of my room so I can get on with some work.
Okay, it's Tuesday, we're at Dog Bite editing suite now, editing, and we also had to do quite a few pickups. Things like shots of Henry, established shots of the office, hence why Jordan's in a suit. Tomorrow, luckily, we got the actor coming back, free of charge, to do some shots that we also need. And we've got to do all of this and sound effects and get an edit together, get it all looking nice for Friday. So, fingers crossed.
Okay, so we're less than 48 hours to the premiere, and on the pitch pack so far we've got the film poster,
An introduction to what is film school,
history of film school,
what is Dog Bite,
the pitch,
storyboards for pre-production,
the first drafts of the scripts,
the shot list,
the call sheet,
the production schedule we used,
our featured actors,
a photo montage of what happened at film school,
and 3 pages of our casting crew.
There's still tons to do, but we're working really hard to get there.
So we just finished the poster, and now we've got to take it down to Mark Matthews at the college print. Get these bad boys printed out.
So we just finished our last shots for Stephen today. How do you think it went?
Yeah, really good. We did some pickups today. The guys have worked really well as a team. John Crooks has been on them all day because we have been short of time. But I think we've got everything we need. It's been a good day. We've done the beach, been out everywhere. It's crazy.
Right, so the premiere is tomorrow, and we've still got loads of stuff to organise. Like we've got to pick up the food from catering. We've got to go over there. We've got to set up all the chairs, put the posters up, and just make it look ready for the premiere. But on the pitch pack side, we are almost done. We just need to get some media coverage, which we've got to wait until it comes out in the papers for. But other than that, we're basically done on the pitch pack.
Okay, so we've just finished the edit of Dirty Henry, Film School 10. It's been emotional. Great, everyone's done really well. Now we need to get this over to college, so I was going to get Henry to give me a hand here and we get this ready for the premiere, which is tomorrow. I'll just turn him on. Yeah! Yeah!
It's the end of Film School 2015 and it's been informative.
It's been entertaining.
Enjoyable.
Weird. Enjoyable.
Stressful.
Intriguing.
Fantastic.
Crazy.
Monumental.
It's been extraordinary.
It's been exciting.
It's been amazing.
It's been hectic.
Enjoyable. Intriguing.
Unique.